Right. So we had a little interruption. We got some pets. We're just walking over to the grass. So when I'm walking a puppy this age, I'm mainly just working on exploring and learning manners, like just there with the people, and then not pulling on leash. That's a good boy. So there's someone right behind us. They're getting into their car, and he just looked, and then he walked away. And that's mainly what I want him to do. So he always comes back to you first. So I'm encouraging him to come to the left. I'm using some leash pressure here. Good boy. To encourage him to come over. So I'll feed the food right here on my left in heel position. And I'm using a longer leash. I'm letting him do a bit of sniffing. I'm not super crazy about where he is when he's walking. Good boy. Because his energy level isn't as high. And mainly what you're doing is building confidence at this age. So letting him have some exploration, and then you're teaching him about basic rules. So we don't drag towards people or dogs. We walk along nicely. You get treats from your handler. Like if you pick up garbage, I'm going to say, drop it, and give him this. And I'm going to take the piece of garbage, and I'm just going to remove it from the vicinity here. That's the kind of stuff that we're doing. I'm not super concerned about how far he can walk or how fast. Like if he's hot or whatever, like he's just little. We're not concerned about that right now. I don't really concerned about leash walking. Like if they're not into it or they're not really doing a full walk, like that's not really a concern to me until the dog's way over 6 months. Right now, I want him responding to leash pressure. So if I pull the leash a little bit like this, I'll put a little tension in. Good boy. I want him coming towards me, not pulling away from me. That's one lesson that we're working on. And then the other bits are like not pulling towards other things like people and dogs. Those are the main things that if you get those down, then your leash walking will come along nicely as he gets older anyways. So lots of rewarding close to handler right here in this left heel position. And then if he switches sides on me, like he goes behind or ahead while we're walking, I'll just stop and encourage him to come back to that left side. So all those little foundations are really important at this age. But just because he's so young, it's going to be hard for him to do a full-on leash walk with me. But we're working up towards it. And he's for me a little longer than normal, so we might be able to. So he's got another little piece of garbage there. I say, drop it. Good boy. And give him the food. And then I'll just remove the garbage. There we go. Nothing like a parking lot for garbage. And then to start walking, if I want to get going, I'll say, let's go. Let's go. And then once he starts moving, I'll give him a little treat close to me for getting going, especially from a laying down position, because he'll be like, oh, well, I'm just laying here. I don't really want to keep going. I'm going to let him stop and look at stuff. Good boy. And when he checks back in with me, he stopped looking at that and he looked at me. Then I just say, good boy, and we just start walking. So he's getting praise for sticking close to me. Good boy. Good job. So treats always down here in left heel position. Good job. The more you do that, the more they'll just gravitate to that place. And then you'll get a really nice left heel.